my practice a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finding that, the leadership is not focused on those areas and understanding the importance of, you know, incorporating, you know, the practitioners or those with the skills, whether it's outsourced or staff in those particular areas. Okay, so there are a lot of gaps that are missing. You know, I may be working on operations and delivering my product, but I'm not focused on HR, how I'm staffing, to the scale, for my growth, so to speak. So now
Mm-hmm.
I get 10 more clients. How do I handle that if I'm the only practitioner? Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so all these things are important. And anyway, so that's where I'm at.
The majority of businesses in this country are small businesses.
Right.
Well, I would venture to say the majority of Black-owned businesses are solopreneurs.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why they aren't
All
scaling.
right. So now, with that in mind, if that's the majority of Black-owned businesses, these solopreneur businesses have not had the benefit of using business consulting,
Okay.
someone to collaborate and partner with them and advise them and help them strategize. They do it all.
Yep.
And because they do it all, there's a lot they don't do.
Okay, that's a good way to put it.
Right?
Yeah.
And so then the longer they remain a solopreneur, then the likelihood of them transitioning out of that disposition and scaling decreases.
Yes.
Because they settle in that.
Okay.
All right. So, but with AI, it's so huge, it's a framework shift. It's not just about tasks, things you can check off. It requires partnership, support. They can't do it all by themselves. And if they don't understand that, they're going to waste time trying to do it by themselves.
Yes.
So here's the stat. Over 50% of businesses worldwide are using AI, but only 2% are using it as it should be used.
Wow.
Now, what percentage of Black-owned businesses, what percentage of the 2%? Now, does that paint the picture?
My Lord.
Right?
Okay. Wow.
Only 2% of the 50+% of businesses worldwide are using it as it should be used and as it can be used.
Wow.
What we got to get businesses, Black businesses to do is completely reframe. They got to get out of this hustle of mentality.
Yeah.
You know, that hustle, do what I got to do. They got to change their speech, their talk.
Yeah.
Because it's doing them a disservice.
If you look at, what the research is saying, is we as the Black business community, we're not doing anything. Okay, we're not growing, we're not sustaining, we're failing, we're not viable entities.
And there are a lot of different reasons for that.
Sure.
Some reasons is lack of capital, some it's lack of advisement, some it's lack of framework and understanding. A lot of different reasons, but it's not an excuse.
And so, I mean, if you're talking 2% and even less are But the research says that if you adopt this on top of understanding that you have the right framework in place, you could be more successful. Is what I
Yeah. There's in our community, we speak a lot about pride.
okay.
I'm proud of this, the first to do this. And sense of pride of being able to do this and accomplish this. But I'm telling you, I think that is counterproductive for us as a people because we pick up the negative aspect of pride, which prevents people from being able to learn and grow. And a lot of our people are not wired to learn and grow. They make excuses for not learning and growing. I'm busy. I don't have time. They hear some other people say that and they think they can get away with saying that too. I only got 5 minutes. Talk to me. No, you don't. You can't say that. You need to invest more than 5 minutes because there's a lot you don't know. So
Exactly.
stop perpetrating.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, uh, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, God, I mean, come on, man.
I hear them. I hear them.
And so and then what happens is they get caught into this celebrity thing, man, where people
Yes.
giving them these, cute little things,
Yeah.
and but they're not doing anything.
Yeah. They got bits and pieces of information. They won't sit down and listen and learn. They're not lifelong learners.
Right.
They're trying to do several things. They're so focused on profit, but they leave out the developmental aspect
Mm,
of business.
okay.
And so they don't really have a regard for development. They're
Wow.
just trying to make profit. And there are a lot of things in their lives that drive that.
Okay.
But the culture of business in the Black community, we have to tease that out, analyze that, consider the pluses and the minuses, and regroup, reframe.
Wow.
And AI is going to force us to do it.
I, I I tell you, I am so excited. I mean, I am just it's opening my eyes
Yeah,
to
yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
And I'm I wake up and go to sleep with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, wow, can you imagine if we were able to really comprehend the breadth of what this has to offer for us?
Yeah. And then a lot of our more established Black businesses who are companies, they're run by persons who are probably 60,
Yeah.
60 to 75, and they may not be wired for change, for tech adoption and integration, but they're the decision makers,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right? They 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 don't. A lot of them don't even have a plan for transitioning their business,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because they don't care. They don't care about what happens when they leave. They're just trying to pay their bills and travel the world every 2, 3 months. And they built an institution, but they don't really intend for the institution to thrive when they're not around. So there are a lot of them like that. And so when they take that approach towards their business, um, they're wired to reject taking on anything that may cause them to change how they operate, what they're doing. They have a iron grip on the company, and nothing goes down unless they say so. But the thing about it is their knowledge capital is dinosauric. And it's not a criticism. Your best leaders realize that their business thrives not because of the limit of their knowledge, but it thrives because their quality and style of leadership that leverages the knowledge capital of others. Jack Welch talked about that in the GE way.
Yeah. Yes. All the way back.
Way back. I'm still going to that.
I hear you. He painted the picture.
He painted it.
Huh?
Yeah. So a lot of them don't know who he is. They don't know what he's talking about. They don't understand that philosophy, but they're in business. And if they're not operating off of that, then what are they operating off of? Yeah. Right? Their personality, or catchy cliches they heard from other people, or TikTok.
Yeah. All right. So we have some work to do. And so again, what we're doing over here is, trying to work on the messaging.
Yes.
To resonate
Mm-hmm.
with ideal prospective student learner. Okay. So we're not wasting a lot of time. My wife asked me this. She says, "Why do you care so much about the Black community? Surviving and prospering?"
Yeah.
That's who I am.
Right.
When I leave this earth, I want to know that I did all that I could to help somebody get to the next rung of the ladder. Okay. Period.
Wow. You're a dying breed, Maurice.
Okay.
We got to stop that value from dying off in the Black community.
Yeah, man.
Because it's in competition, and it's the very opposite.
I know. That's a shame.
When they hear people like you and I talk, we seem weird.
Okay. Okay. Well, we are peculiar people. Right?
Yeah.
The reason where we were created is to be a blessing to one another.
Yes.
It is not about self.
And so when we say we want to help people, they look at us like, for real, what's your angle? I know, because I know people don't really care about nobody. Wow. So why are you trying to act like you care? What you really about? People been hurt, man. They've been hurt since childhood.
But we got to bound that up, man.
Yes.
That's a spirit to be bound. And then, you release the positive into our community, man, so that we can, to be respected, because we're not respected. Okay.
Yeah.
They mock us. Okay. And,
that coat is tied and has to be loosed.
Yes.
For a new master to ride.
Okay.
And on into destiny without manipulation and control. So we loosen the coats.
All right.
That's how big this is.
Wow, I love it. I'm ready.